stream, 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 stream. Do 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 do. Bear fight in time. Ugh. My nose is stuffy because I've put in contacts. So there we go. It's time to fight a bear, I think. Pokemon level 50 and below will obey me. Okay. Huh. I mean, they'll all obey me. It's a good start. I should definitely try and get them a higher level. I've seen 73 and I've only caught... I don't know what that is. Oh, I'm in the... Yeah, I need the... There's a lot of Pokemon I need to catch. There's a lot of Pokedex entries I need to complete. A whole lot of... Where am I? Oh, I remember. I was catching Pokemon and then releasing them in mass. In order to get grit stuff. I need to complete all the Pokedex entries of the Pokemon I have at some point, too. Okay. There's a Badoo over there. Oh, I didn't mean to send out a Pokemon. Where am I'm supposed to go over there? Give me a second, Eli.
Hello.
There you go. There you go. Welcome to Pokemon.
I've got to leave my one comment so you get that engagement qualifier. That's what it's about.
I mean, if you muted the tab, I usually get engagement, as long as you're not watching 6 streams.
Exactly.
It's up to 3. Though it's always been up to 3, and most people forget that. There's supposed to have been a Pokemon that fell out of that tree, but they didn't. They just chose not to. Is that a Kricketot? Oh, I need to catch more Cricketots.
You getting all the guys?
There's a quest to complete the Pokedex for Kricketot. But at some point I would like... to complete all the Pokedexes, but I would need to do that in my at-home main save first, you know?
Is this a secondary one?
Yeah, this is the other Switch. I can't stream off of my Switch Lite.
Switch Lite, that's right.
What level do you think that Tangrowth is?
Looks bigger than it actually is.
Well, it's an alpha.
Perfect. Prime candidate. 45, you could take him.
Oh, I could take him in a fight, but I wanted to know if I could...
In a fight, right?
And I wanted to know if I could catch him. Oh, 45? against a level 32 Crobat?
It would never go poorly.
No, I don't want to run. I hit the wrong button. Let's see. Hmm.
I wonder how you're gonna get out of this one.
All of these options. Stunned to move. This is how we win. We win these with 2 stunned to move. Uh-oh. Wait, no, this is fine. They changed how sleep works in this game.
Did that?
Yeah, you're drowsy. You never actually go to sleep. Uh-oh.
Real?
I forgot the very important part about Tangrowth.
That fucks you up, apparently.
No, the only way to get a Tangrowth is to have a Tangela that knows ancient power, meaning that there's always the slight threat that Tangrowth has ancient power, because that's required for him to evolve.
Ooh.
It's fun. Ooh.
Well, so much for that.
My entire team, except for Goomy, are menaces. That's great.
They added an actual cool evolution video in this one.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
They put a lot of work into this game, which is why I'm hoping next generation we get another one.
It's like they actually cared about this one.
So
they put so much development time into this one that the Scarlet Violet one didn't get enough.
Scarlet and Violet was better than it could have been. It could have been like Sword and Shield.
Well, that's not saying much.
Yeah, it's just I prefer Scarlet Violet to Sword and Shield a whole lot. Because Sword and
I'm still miffed about how that game dropped, I'll be honest.
How Sword and Shield dropped?
Yeah.
You mean with a bug that could wipe your entire Switch's memory card that everybody conveniently forgets?
Exactly.
Or the fact that you can't change volume settings without getting an item.
You had to turn off autosave in that game at launch.
Yeah, because it wiped the Switch, yeah.
Which, to be fair, that's the funny bit of trolling, but...
Yes, I want my game to automatically save so I don't lose anything. What? The automatically save made me lose everything? What's this?
If they're not dropping manual saves every other second, they're a fake fan.
I turned on autosave for only... I've only turned it on. I forget to turn it off in the new playthroughs of Sword and Shield. But I only leave it on in Scarlet and Violet due to the fact that the Switch isn't optimized enough to run Scarlet and Violet.
Which is wild because they have Xenoblade 3 on that console.
You act like Xenoblade 3 runs well.
It looks a lot better.
So,
it runs
okay.
at pretty solid 30 FPS most of the time.
So does Scarlet and Violet.
But that game looks a lot worse.
No, it's the Pokemon art style. The big issue with Xenoblade 3 that makes it run like trash is the fact that it renders each piece of grass as a separate entity. Which, when you think about it, that's a problem.
I mean, depends on the power, which, yeah, for the Switch, it does make it bog down a little. Or quite a lot, even.
A little?
I mean...
When I run it, do you want to know what it runs at?
What?
Like 15.
On your Switch?
Yes. On both Switches, it runs at about 15 FPS. I didn't mean to use sword stance. Why does it... That's a physical attacker. Why is it a nasty plot? Fun fact. Actually, Infernape, a lot of people say should be run physical because of the amount of physical moves it learns. No. If you're running it physical, you're doing it wrong. So, sure, it gets a whole lot of good physical moves, right? Whole lot of them. But if you wanted to do more than like if you wanted to buff it, do you want to know what you have to do? You have to use
What is
Power
it?
Up Punch. Power Up Punch is the only move Infernape gets that increases physical attack. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you, does it?
No.
But, fun fact, it gets both Calm Mind and Nasty Plot. Two of the most widely used special attack raising moves. And you're probably like, well, it's just like Toxicroak, where it's like, if you're upping special attack, sure, but it doesn't get any good special attacks. No, you'd be wrong. It gets the only special priority move. It gets Vacuum Wave.
Okay.
It gets Heat Wave. I think it gets Extra Sensory. It gets a whole lot of special moves. Just most of them are TMs, not direct learners, right? Something noticed me, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's that guy. Ooh.
Oh no, we.
I'm not Brock. Get away from me. Only old people will get that. Actually, only people my age would get that. Because that's from, like, end of Pokemon Advanced, early Pokemon Diamond Pearl.
No comment.
For context, Brock gets a Krogunk at some point when he decides to no longer be a rock type trainer. He gets a Krogunk. Now, this Krogunk's main purpose is it switches in and replaces Max, where Max used to grab Brock by the ear and pull him away from girls. Krogunk poison jabs Brock and then drags him away from women.
So he's just the new vibe checker.
Yeah. I'm gonna whack this Hippowdon so hard. Uh-oh. It's even raining.
Ooh.
Oop,
Well,
there goes Samurai.
it was a good life, but not anymore.
I wonder, should I send down?
What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst?
You know, maybe we send an Umbreon. Well, Snarl. Watch, this will do more than Aqua Jet, and it's gonna be sad. Yep, it did a little bit more than Aqua Jet, and it was more useful.
That's just how it goes sometimes.
Why did it Agile Style? Unless that means it... Nope, it doesn't go 3 times.
Ooh. That thing does a lot.
Yeah, well, it is a level 46 Hippowdon. Oop, there goes Umbreon. My hope is that Gumi and Raichu specifically get experience. I need those two to get experience more than any other Pokemon I have. Because they're both kind of
We
weak.
gotta learn moves.
Yeah, they're both kind of weak. I could hypothetically run Punch Raichu, but that would be kind of stupid. Uh-oh. That wasn't what I
Alright.
wanted. It knew Bite.
And you got crunched.
Was it Bite or Crunch?
Crunch.
Oh,
It's
that's even
crunch.
worse.
So, are we balling or is this thing dead?
It'll... Yeah, there was no way that I lost with Crobat because Crobat like zooms at the speed of sound. I need Gumi to evolve. That is priority numero uno. Give you a little bit more speed, Samurai. Let's open the map. Let's hit Y. Let's go to the requests. Okay, this kid wants 5 Pokeballs. This chick, I think it's a chick, wants...
What it takes to be awesome.
Yeah, he wants 5 Pokeballs. It's literally just referencing the fact that at the beginning of a Pokemon game, you were given 5 Pokeballs. And then do you want to know what they did in the next Pokemon game? Changed it. Or they changed it in Sword and Shield, where now he gives you like 30. This one wants a completed Kricketot dex entry. This one's gonna suck. A completed Cherim dex entry. Do you want to know how you find Cherim?
Yes.
It falls out of trees.
Okay. So we just have to hit every tree.
Yeah, you literally...
We gamble properly.
Only in certain areas. And the alternatives are Wormadam or Burmy.
All I'm saying is that to some extent, gambling is a skill.
This is to get all 107 wisps, which allows you to catch
To get Arceus?
No,
or...
Spooky Ghost Boy. The Ghost Dark type. Spiritomb.
Okay.
This one I just need to turn in. I've had the requirements for a while. This one wants me to do a bunch of stuff that I didn't want to do. This person I still have to talk to. This one wants Roselia's completed Pokedex entry. That won't be that hard. I just haven't wanted to do it yet. This one wants medicine information for an upset Psyduck. Just like in Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl, where there's the Psyducks blocking the path.
Right.
That's what this is for.
You don't seem to have too many of them, though.
Oh, you get them as time goes on.
Active. Oh.
I've done quite a few.
I see.
So if I sort by numerical order... I've done more than half of them. I just like unfinished tasks first. Now you're probably wondering, why am I going over here? Well, my Pokemon are basically dead. Well, if I talk to this person...
If you talk to him, he'll give you drugs. Scary, I know.
Now he sets up a camp, which is really helpful. It's just like Monster Hunter.
I've never played Monster Hunter.
You probably should.
Yeah.
Oh, this 3 Skunky. Whatever will I do?
I always thought that was like a game that you need friends for.
You don't technically. I've played it on my own before. Though you have a lot of friends that have Monster Hunter.
Do I? Is that real?
Yeah. One of the whole Discord servers that Failure's in is just people that you and him both know that play Monster Hunter.
Shit, for real?
Yeah.
Well, goddamn.
One of the people that Failure frequently plays games with is their Discord name is literally a Monster Hunter Monsters.
So I guess the newest one, Monster Hunter Rise.
No, it's an older Monster Hunter monster. It's a Latreon.
But like that's the one they all play.
It's Riser World.
Riser World.
I think they all have both. I would check with them first on which ones they all have, but
I mean, it's $40 right now for the base anyway, so
I mean, you
I'll
would
hold back on that.
you would need Iceborne. The game doesn't really start until Iceborne.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, there's a lot to do. Ooh, Gumi
It's
mastered
like
a
a
move.
whole extra expansion.
I mean, so Iceborne costs as much as the game, except it adds as much content as the game. It legit doubles the game content.
Right. I'll go ahead and DM him about that.
Should I get Monster Hunter? Oh, look, there's an old man. Hello, Laventon. I should have caught one of those stunkies. Just a little while. And so we press X, 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 X. I would like to do some shopping. I would like to sell you.
Would you like to buy my wares?
No, here, take the Stardust that costs 1,000 income. Him, why are you selling me Stardust? Oh, I found it. Oh, look at the Bidoof box. I released a whole bunch of Bidoofs. The Wormhole box, the Starly box. I released a whole bunch of them too. Oh, I caught an Eevee recently, a Teddy Ursa recently, a Chimchar recently, a Kricketot, and a Ralts. Let me find the Kricketot box. There it is. I have a few. I have a few Cricketots. I also like that the level 12 Cricketune that I managed to catch that I don't know where it came from only knows one extra move.
Just kind of sits in the pocket, and that's about it.
I have 2 Burmese. How do you like my 2 Burmese? They both only know Struggle Bug, and they both look very, very terrified. This is the Shellos box. It's only got the pink Shellos. This is the shiny Pokemon. Look at this boy. Look at him go. I'm scared to level this guy up because I don't want him to evolve into one that doesn't have a nice shiny, and I don't know what the nice shinies look like. This is legit just a Wormhole, though, that I found. This thing basically walked into me. Look at him. Look at him. Look at how great he is. And then there's a Ponyta. Bonita Bonita. And Wormhole.
They've got the blue fire and everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
lovely.
I hate that they changed Rapidash's shiny. Rapidash's shiny is grayish purple fire, which I guess could look cool. I just don't like it. Wait, is this someone's bag? It was. That.
They just instant transmission it back.
Yeah, you pick it up. I found that. Yes. Yeah, merit points. And then there's mine. My lost satchels make me sad. Look at that Stardust and those 5 Great Balls.
Wow. That you dropped when you fainted.
Yeah, do you want to know how all 3 of these happened? I
Tripped and fell like an
basically,
idiot.
yeah, I walked off the front of a cliff.
Oh, it's just like Elden Ring.
I didn't realize it was a cliff the first time, and then I forgot the other two times. And
I forgot.
it wasn't like back to back either.
He forgot.
It was like, oh, I tripped and fell. Better not do that again. And then later, oh, I tripped and fell. Better not do that again. This old lady is very rude. Usually.
I mean,
You meet her and she's like, I don't need your help. I don't need it.
she does have a flute-like though.
Everybody has a flute in this game. I've never caught this Pokemon before. I want to let it be known. I, when presented with the option to get one in my other one, I forgot about its existence entirely and never caught it. I have never used one of these Pokemon.
It's just the evolution of Ursaring, right?
Yeah, it's just an Ursaring. It's a ground type though. It games. Why did my stats return the normal?
Baby doll eyes.
Oh yeah.
Is anything?
Oh no. Basically, he debuffed me. Ugh!
Kind of beat your ass though.
I'm 10 levels higher. That's how terrifying Ursaluna is. Now, either this will kill him or he'll die soon.
Soon.
Yep, he died. Ceaseless Edge is...
Unfortunate.
Oh, that was the goal. My job was to kill him.
No, it wasn't to put him into a little ball and then put that ball into a gotcha machine so a little 5-year-old can find it someday and be like, wow, I wonder what this is. And then they open it and they end up getting mauled by the Ursaluna. Was that not your intention?
I wish I could do that. Like, put it in a ball and then stash it someplace so I thought I could find it.
The Pokemon gotcha is what it's all about.
Like, everything else in the gotcha's like Teddiursa or like Starlies and like super easy to control things. And then you get like the super SS rank 5-star win and you're like, yeah! And then it's just a bear.
So that's the SSR.
It's just... I might catch an Ursaluna in this game and use it for a bit. I could use it to complete the Shinx Pokedex. I got the Earth Plate. Where he was holding it, who knows?
Nowhere that you want to know.
Also, I have never successfully used Ursaluna as a mount because I think it needs audio to successfully like properly use. Also, I love his eyebrows. Look at his eyebrows. He's like,
I'll be honest, I didn't even know this guy was a mount in this game.
He does this.
It's just a bear. Oh, he's got those sniffers on.
He's like he's like the Stoutland in Sun and Moon. Yeah, so you gotta You gotta run around with him, and then he digs up stuff. Old
This
verse
mechanic kind of
9.
sucks.
Yeah. Maybe later. There's a
Does it
ton.
have rumble associated with it?
Uh, maybe. I didn't notice any.
Because I mean, I think when I think of this, I
No.
think of like in Mario Odyssey,
It has no
where you just,
rumble. I think it has a
oof.
sound associated with it.
Man, they put HD rumble into this thing only to never use it for anything other
Oh,
than that one
no.
ball game on 1-2 Switch.
So when I do this, it rumbles. He's also really slow, so honestly, if I'm on the ground, it's this dude.
I mean, just why would you ever use the bear? You know,
Um,
he's a very specialty application sort of deal.
yeah, it's
But
just
otherwise, screw
just
him.
just like Stoutland in Sun and Moon, and I can tell you one thing: I only ever used Stoutland when required.
Hmm.
I have a
If they're
oh
gonna
I
force things down player throats, at least make it fun.
I have to talk to Kamamabobo.
Yeah, that's a name.
Kamabobo.
Hubba bubba bo?
Bobobo bobobo. What? What's so funny?
Don't worry about it.
Is it Bobobo bobobo's nose hairs?
Is that a One Piece character?
No, it's a Bobobo bobobo character.
Lovely.
Do you not know who Bobobo bobobo
Uh,
is?
I've heard of it, and then I've forgotten it. It's the thing.
It's the guy. It's the one with the guy made of jelly, and the guy with the sun for a head, and the guy with the blonde afro that has really long nose
Yep,
hairs that a
there
lot
it
of
is.
people
There it
confuse
is.
with mustache. Bobobo bobobo. She looked angry. What were you gonna say?
Nothing of importance, at least.
She sells hats now. She sells cool hats now. Bowler hats.
It's all about the bowler. Bitches love the bowler. How do I know? Source, I'm a bitch.
I'm a boss.
Yeah, keep gaslight girl boss. That's what it's all
Ooh,
about.
I can get tailored suits now.
Damn!
What? Blue spruce. And ivory. I think I always go with blue spruce on the tailored suits. And then there should be dress shoes.
I mean, he's got the fit, you know?
The ankle boots. And then there's the monocle. So I go with the sapphire bowler hat. No, I won't be changing right away. And then tailored suit up here to sapphire. There it is. And then up to sapphire.
Yeah, if you didn't have to spend $700, then
Yeah, I mean,
it'd be pretty awesome.
you are voicing the next concern on our
Poor.
yeah.
Poor.
And
Poor.
then
Laughing point, everyone. Poor.
do you know how
Poor.
you get money in this game?
No.
You catch Pokemon.
Oh. Sounds like you can get into a debt trap.
No, you can craft Pokeballs.
Oh, okay. Because if you couldn't catch any, imagine that some kid just can't catch any more Pokemon. They've run out of balls. They can't sell them back for high enough.
I just wanna run, running away, 'cause they're taking me down. I just wanna run a little way. Look at that Shinx. Look at how big Tangela is. It's still wild to me that Tangela is just massive. Tangela is just an absolute unit.
You could sit on that guy like a beanbag.
You could, except I think you would fall into it, and I don't want to know what's inside of it.
All I'm saying is that might be peak comfort.
Could be.
Like, is it so bad to give it a try?
Yes.
You don't even know.
Yes,
So
because
come on.
the other outcomes are not preferable.
I mean, he'd like support you up with his tentacles, right?
No.
Maybe even give you like a little hug from the backside.
Also, I just helped that child basically die, right? And he gave me dirt.
Thank God, bro. But like what? Ooh, a Chansey, that would be nice to like sit on.
Chansey is like the size of this character. Chanseys and Blissies are massive.
Way wider. They're huge and it's awesome. If I could be in like the little, is that a thing where Blissies have like egg pouches?
Not that you can take the egg. Well, okay, so the egg pouch is the size of the egg.
I mean, I could just curl up like a little ball though, or like go fetal position.
No, no. The egg is small enough that you could eat it. It's part of Blissy's Pokedex entry, is that people eat the eggs and then they stop being assholes.
That's fairly small. Okay.
Like the whole point of the egg, right, is that it makes Blissey will feed people the egg and they stop being assholes.
Well, damn, she's got to hook me up then.
I think it's temporary, but it also heals people.
Who's Professor Nerdbob here?
I don't know. It's just a dude. He asked me for some wheat, and I said okay.
God damn, bro doesn't even know how to farm.
I do have some farming going. I should probably check on it.
He's not even gold in Clash of Clans.
I think I am gold in Clash of Clans. You've reminded me.
Well, you gotta log back in, you know? Get your resources.
No. Last time I logged in, everything was destroyed.
Well, yeah, but it just rebuilds and you lose some loot. Like your elixir pumps and gold mines are probably full by now.
Oh, they're definitely full. And they're probably unfull again, too. You want to know the funniest part about these farms?
What?
None of that is what I'm growing in there. I'm growing apricorns.
I see.
For Pokeballs.
Thinking of growing stuff, they sure did have that in Tears of the Kingdom at that one place.
Oh, they had a farming area.
Have I told you that I think that game's bad?
Tears of the Kingdom? No.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people going, oh, it's the best game I've ever played, and I'm like, it can't be.
I think it's worse than Breath of the Wild, if I'm being honest.
So it looks fun, but I could not complete Breath of the Wild.
I did everything in that game other than beating the final boss. I'll be honest.
So, okay. Controversial reason to why I think Breath of the Wild is the worst Legend of Zelda game. There's too much. There's way too much.
Yeah, I think that game's empty. Like, there's nothing in the world.
Yeah, but there's too much world, is my point.
Yeah.
So a lot of the old Legend of Zelda games have basically nothing in between point A and B besides a few enemies, right? Except
Hmm.
point A and B takes moments to get across. And the biggest
Hmm.
threat in those areas is the 3 or 4 enemies in the area. And then in um in Breath of the Wild, there's huge spans where there's like 3 or 4 enemies, but there's no reason to cross them.
I mean, after a point, you just teleport everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only at the start. I mean, I wish they had more cool, like, open world locations, or like
I
the Colosseum, for example.
I hear Tears of the Kingdom has more cool open world locations, but
I just don't think that game's good.
I would
Like,
have to get through Breath of the Wild before I'd play Tears of the Kingdom. And I haven't even.
you don't.
No,
You don't.
I would have to. You don't
Oh,
understand.
have an opinion?
No, I would have to play it. Like, I don't like playing things without knowing any context at all, and I know Tears of the Kingdom is after Breath of the Wild. It's one of
Hmm.
the only Legend of Zelda games that's set actually after the game, like immediately after.
I don't think you have to play the first one to play the second one.
No, you don't
Because, I mean,
have to, but there's context. So the option would be watch someone else play it or play it myself.
I mean, eh. They don't really bring up a whole. I mean, some of the characters come back and all, but otherwise, they just bring up completely new guys and do slightly different stuff.
It is also meant to be a sequel.
Well,
Like,
yeah, but it's also fine as a standalone game.
that's another point on why it's not a very good game. you
Have you seen
shouldn't
the?
you shouldn't have a sequel that's good standalone
Hmm.
unless all of the series is meant to be good standalone, but it's explicitly intended as a sequel. Like, for example, in Dark Souls 3 is a sequel of Dark Souls 1. But
Hmm.
you don't have to play Dark Souls 1 because all of the Souls games are meant as standalone games, but lore-wise it's a um, sequel. If that makes any sense in how I said that.
I mean, in the Souls games, all the lore is contained in the item descriptions.
Yeah,
To be fair,
which is part of how it
so.
can be a standalone game and one of the most lore-intensive games out there.
Mhm. Mm, let's see. Uh, you know enough about Tears of the Kingdom, right? To where I can say,
I know a
like, you
bit.
don't care about spoilers at
I
all?
don't really care about spoilers. It would take me about 2 years to get to the game.
No? Okay. So in Tears of the Kingdom, they have three parts of the map. There is the sky area, where you're like on the floating islands. There's the overworld, which is just where like the map is, like from Breath of the Wild. But then they also have the underworld, or I don't know if it's called like the Blight or something, or like the Gloom, something. I don't know. But the thing about that area is it's dark, like completely pitch black, and you have to walk all the way around in there, and you have to light everything up. And it sucks because you can't see anything.
Ah, yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, it's a
I
very boring mechanic.
I
Where you
barely
have to walk from
dodged that
point A to
energy
point
ball.
B.
Yeah, that's the big issue I have with Breath of the Wild is it's all
Hmm.
point A to point B travel.
But what if it was all dark this time?
Yeah, I mean, ironically, that's also a lot of people's issue with um Scarlet and Violet.
You just do a whole lot of walking, and the areas aren't very interesting.
Except I find the areas in Scarlet and Violet at least a little interesting when I look into them heavily for lore reasons, right? I find them
Well,
interesting, but it's not the whole like the whole thing about the game is not just those areas, right?
well, when I think of like an area of sorts, what I like to think of, and this is not necessarily an open world game, it's more of an open zone game, but
Yeah.
like Xenoblade 2. I think
Xenoblade
the
2, yeah.
environments in Xenoblade 2 are incredible.
It's open zone. It generally doesn't lag as badly as the others in the franchise. For some reason, the franchise is incredibly laggy no matter what you do, but it's not as bad in Xenoblade 2 because they did zones just like this.
I,
This game did
I think,
zones, and so
I
it
mean,
doesn't
there were
lag.
sort of zones in, I mean, there were zones in Xenoblade 3, right? Like there were loading zones between different places.
Yeah, there were loading zones, but it's not really zone based.
Yeah, but I think of like places like Uriah or Gormott or Moradane.
Oh yeah,
Like all of those areas immediately catch your eye because they're all very distinct from one another. While in Scarlet and Violet, I feel like I'm just staring at the same shade of grass for the whole game.
one of the big things in Scarlet and Violet is you're not supposed. So, the game isn't intended like Xenoblade 2. In Xenoblade 2, you move really slowly all the time. There isn't a way of traveling quickly without just teleporting, which is why they included the teleport. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was intended that you are running from point A to point B. You are moving as fast as you can. It just has some unique looking things to occupy you while you're running from point A to point B. And the thing that it has over like Breath of the Wild is it has weird like ruins and things like that occasionally that fill the empty space. Like there's a weird
Right.
spot in the corner of the map that has these 3 pillar ruins that you can climb up to the top of with ladders or use Miraidon/Koraidon, and they have a bunch of ace trainers that are dragon masters. And only things in that area are related to dragons. Sometimes Pokemon wander in from other areas, but aside from that, it's all dragon related. Now, is it super important? Not really. But it's neat that it's there and it's different.
I mean, yeah, I think like what is it, the bamboo area where you
Oh,
fight that
that
one
is
steamed Starbase is very cool.
that is my favorite area in the game. I
But
love that place
and
so much.
I think the lake with the hills behind that is also pretty cool.
On
But I
the
think in the lower part of the map,
Oh yeah, the lower
like-
part
like
is like
below-
almost tutorial-esque in zone.
yeah,
And I
it
just
just
kind
goes
of
on for way too long.
so I kind of wish that they would have instantly split off into different zones. Like
Yes.
there's the Rocky Mountain zone. I was like, yeah, we've gone someplace else. And then you get to the other side of the Rocky Mountain zone and it's back to the zone you were in before. Like I didn't like that. I liked the fact that you got to like a coastal zone. I found it interesting that the water type gym leader was in the middle of a desert. Like that was kind of funny. He's in the middle of a desert with a scripted sandstorm.
Yeah.
And it's like, that doesn't make any sense because you don't have any Pokemon that benefit from sand.
You know what? If that was like at an oasis, like if that gym was at an oasis, that would have been way cooler.
It's supposed to be an oasis, but they've over-industrialized it.
And it doesn't look like an oasis anymore.
Yeah, it was originally
Is
an
that-
oasis at like the edge of the desert, but then they put too many buildings there, and now it's not. Like,
Yeah.
I
I think it
won't
would have been better, and just if they didn't have the 3 layers,
Oh yeah, I hate.
right? Because you have to use elevators to go up, and it's super slow.
Yeah,
And it
or you
completely messes up
climb.
your flow.
Or you climb with Miraidon.
Yeah.
Um.
If they made it flat, it would have been much better.
Oh yeah. Or maybe 2 layers at max.
Maybe, but with stairs instead of elevators.
I can even see two layers with a single elevator, but you can get up another way, right? Like there's 2 fly points. Like if they did 2 fly points where it's like, oh, I need to be upstairs, I'll just fly there. Kind of like what's the game? Sun and Moon. There's those stupid elevators. Or oh my god, I forgot. Sword and Shield. I'll never say Scarlet and Violet is a perfect game, right? It has its flaws, both story. There's a few bugs. A lot of people don't notice the bugs. Like I've heard of very few people actually experiencing the brunt of the bugs. Like for example, I mathed out the amount of lag that I was getting in Scarlet and Violet, and in 300 hours, I had like 10 minutes of lag at most, which is really good, right? So some people definitely experience lag. I'm not saying that that didn't happen, but it wasn't always laggy. The only area where I really experienced lag, quote unquote, was the lake. And that was if I was sitting there for too long or I let my Switch overheat. Both of which were my fault.
Zero.
Oh, Area Zero didn't really lag at all for me. It was actually kind of bland in Area Zero.
Yeah, Area Zero was so nothing, and I wish they would have done the crystal motif more.
Oh, yeah.
Like if they just have that more everywhere.
That is an unknown.
It's an eyeball.
That's a D. I was telling someone earlier today that I've got like useless information stored in my head because I can translate almost the entirety of the unknown language
right
into
You're
English,
playing, like Pokemon Crystal or something.
Yeah, and I was just reading it off, and you're like, what? I did it in Platinum too. I can just translate, which, gonna be real with you, Chief, not the most useful thing in the world, but it helps. How do I get up? I don't know how to get up there. Let's check the map. Oh, I probably have to go that way. Oh, there's another use for the bear, which you will see in a second.
Right.
When it gets up to speed.
The bear gets up to speed?
Yeah, he speeds up.
He's just sort of scampering right now.
He's supposed to speed up and then run through these.
Through the barriers. I see. Well, might as well go over. What other areas did I hate in Pokemon Scarlet Violet?
I didn't particularly hate any. I just thought some of them were kind of bland.
There's some stuff I think is stupid, like the school. I wish that was, you didn't have to teleport to every room.
Oh,
Instead,
yeah.
You could just go to your class and like go through the hallways.
You mean,
So, I mean, it's a
like,
school, but
like a building? Yeah.
yeah, like a building.
I would understand if you like could walk there, but there was like a loading screen when you got to a room, right? Like that would be normal. That would make sense. But
like the whole gimmick of the game is you're going to this big academy, like as a part of it, but then you don't even get to explore it at all.
So, do you want to know what else was interesting to me? All of the the relationship quests that they never talk about later.
With like teachers? Or
all of them. There are relationship quests with like literally almost every NPC, and I wish that they expanded on a lot of them.
Yeah, real tough on time.
Well, okay. I've talked about it before. It's not the dev team's fault. None of this is the dev team's fault. It is the It is.
I mean,
so
they tried their best to make a game, and they made one.
In the amount of time that they were given, they did really well.
To make a AAA video game in that amount of time,
in less than a year. Yeah, they had less than a year to do it. So all things considered, real good job, dev team. But could they have done better? Oh, of course. Would it have been nice had they been given time to actually work on the product?
Yes.
Yes. I would.
Something else. Sorry. Go ahead.
So I remembered something a moment ago. In Sword and Shield, you know how they have all those stupid elevators that are cutscenes, right? They also have a ladder in the fighting gym town that no longer 100% of the time breaks the game. Only about 50% of the time does the game hard freeze when you're standing on the ladder.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Probably a thing about how it's loading.
No, it doesn't even have a
Assets or
loading. It doesn't
No.
even have a loading. It was just a ladder that was completely broken.
I would have thought it would be like loading textures in the background.
No, it's in the middle of a
Doesn't.
town that instantly loads when you walk into it because it's one of the smallest towns in the game. It's just that the game was poorly made and that they didn't put a lot of time in the Sword and Shield. And a lot of Sword and Shield DLCs.
The what is it? Isle Armory or
Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra, both of which were initially part of the game and were removed in order to have paid DLCs later. At least with Scarlet and Violet, the DLC wasn't something that was removed after the fact, right?
game devs just keep on doing that.
The Scarlet Violet DLC was planned ahead of time, but not built in ahead of time, if that makes any sense.
I wish with Scarlet and Violet they would have actually like made it a year-round thing where they would constantly update the map based on the season.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I have been saying for years, I've even thought about like learning the rest of how to program in order to do a thing. All I wanted
Pokemon
is Poke MMO.
Ooh.
The MMO where you put in the ROMs for gens 1 through 5. Or I think it's 3 through 5. And then you can go to any of the regions and catch any of the Pokemon.
Right.
I've wanted that as an open world Pokemon game that just every year, even if it was a paid update, right? Just adds a new region and a whole bunch of new Pokemon.
Right.
They could make it a paid subscription and people would pay for it.
Yeah, just add that as a part of the $50 Nintendo Switch Online thing.
No, make it its own separate thing and people would pay for it. Like,
I mean, they would, but that's probably what Nintendo would do. They'd make it a part of the NSO Plus.
yeah, they could make it like a $60 a year subscription. Also, I forgot to heal my Pokemon, so...
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, you don't understand. This is a fighting type, and my psychic type is dead.
It's fine as long as the. Well, see, it doesn't even have fingers, so your hole is safe.
This is the only boss that I lost to the first time I played through this game.
Well, looks like you're about to lose again, according to what you've said. But well, we'll see.
They fully healed my party.
Wholesome.
Did 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 did. Woo. You go until she gets tired is the big issue here. Nope. Oh, and since I messed up, do you know what I have to do now?
You have to wait.
Start over. Yeah.
There it is. With Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, they had 2 deserts in it, and that was too many desert.
No, they didn't.
They had the one by the Oasis, and then they had the sort of...
They had the desert and the quarry. That... So...
They look the same.
Yeah, that's
They look
the
the
issue.
same.
Is they were running out of time to texture, and so they just stuck sand texture in a quarry.
Oh, that explains it. But they also have that same sort of sand texture in the like rocky area out of the east gate.
Yeah, I just realized that I threw the powder at it. I should have sent out a Pokemon. I wasn't paying enough attention. I'm gonna confusion it. Strong style, confusion jutsu. Oh, oh wow. Oh wow.
Ooh.
I one-shot it.
Come on, man. Like, really gonna bully kids like that?
Oh. This game is a Souls-like, technically. Did you know that?
Apparently. You just roll through the thing.
No, Souls-like, the definition of a Souls-like is different between people, right? But a lot of times, one of the main determining factors is the fact that you can roll to dodge attacks. And it has a currency that you can lose.
Right. I mean, when I think Souls-like, I just think just dying a lot. Though that's not completely conducive to it.
You can die a lot in this game.
Dying a lot, losing resources whenever you die, as well as being able to recollect them.
And
it being based on your own individual skill level rather than any sort of...
levels, yeah.
Like dedicated levels. Like, the level can be there, but it's not a requirement.
So ironically, the only thing that makes this not a Souls-like to me is that the resources you recover isn't recovered by you yourself, but by other randos online.
By other randos online?
Yes.
How?
Those bags that are left on the ground. Excuse me, Lilligant. Excuse me.
You just leave them there?
So it leaves them there, and you can't see your own. You can only see other people's. Also, this Lilligant just attacked 3 times in a row.
That's kind of Death Stranding-like.
Other people have to clean up your mess, yeah. But when someone else picks it up, it sends it back to you.
Do you think we're going to get any strand bikes in the future?
I don't know what that means.
Strand bikes, like Death Stranding.
Oh, strand likes. I heard strand bikes.
I mean, I guess the motorcycle in that game is kind of cool. Thinking of that, I'm kind of excited for the Cyberpunk stuff coming out.
Oh, the new Cyberpunk stuff?
The DLC.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Phantom Liberty.
I'm excited for Elden Ring's DLC. And I am excited for Scarlet and Violet's DLC because it looks really good.
Yeah, I'll play that on my Microsoft Switch whenever it comes out.
Can you get the DLC on the... I guess you would just have to get the ROM.
It's just a file,
you would just have to get the version that has it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I already have the DLC, so... I pre-ordered it.
I mean, you have a digital key saying that yeah you bought it, but you don't
Yeah.
actually have the DLC itself.
No,
The game files are not on your system.
some of them are. That's how Nintendo does DLCs. Is it puts a little bit of the files in the system. Um,
Well, it put a little bit of it in there, but
it doesn't
not
put
a
all of them, yeah. But like
not like a significant chunk of it.
I got a whole new outfit and a Pokemon for free for getting the DLC.
I mean, yeah, you got like a because it was like Iron Leaves and whatever the other one was,
No, that was
as
an
well as
event.
like
You get a
no, that was an event.
yeah, that was
That was,
that was just an event. You get a Hisuian
oh
Zoroark
oh,
that's Dark Terra type and it knows Happy Hour.
I see.
What did I get hit by? I got hit by
But yeah,
something.
there was also new clothing that came with that.
Yeah.
That was just whatever.
The new clothing is the nicest clothing that they have in the game.
Well, yeah, I think that it's stupid that they didn't just port the clothing from Sword and Shield.
I told you why they did that decision, right?
Probably, but I
So,
forgot.
people were mad that there was no gender-neutral options in Pokemon, and no gender-neutral clothing options. So what they did is they got rid of genders entirely, and since they always spend their time on the female clothing options, they just went, okay, well, we won't make any clothing options.
That's stupid. I'm sure I said that last time as well.
So it was a political protest that people didn't understand, and so it didn't work. They were protesting people's complaints because people's complaints were stupid, and so they just punished the mass player base for the complainers, which is a very
Well, I think
common.
that's ridiculous.
It's a
Because
very
Nintendo barely ever listens to their fans.
okay, so they listen sometimes, but they also look at people going, "Oh, this is stupid," and it's like a stupid complaint. And they got so many of this type of complaint that they just went, "Nope, we're done." You're complaining about this? Well, we're taking it completely away. If you keep complaining about your brother using your toy, I'm just taking the entire toy away from you.
It's a stupid argument, but they sure as hell did it.
Well, it's really just actions have consequences. Here's the consequence for your actions. Because they had some pretty vile things. Just like every
yeah, they're Nintendo fans.
Well, it's not even just the Nintendo fans. It's people. It's Twitter people, not Nintendo fans. You know what I mean by Twitter people, right?
Yes.
The people that virtue signal and then like send death threats to people.
Yes.
Oh, I'm waiting for. So you saw that Japan is making every mangaka show their face and give their real name now, right?
No, I did not.
Oh,
know
it's
that.
starting soon, right? Which means
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so a bunch of mangas are just gonna end.
Yeah, that's a privacy violation.
Well,
Holy shit.
Their argument is that it's a stupid argument, but it's that like because a lot of people are like, well, because they're celebrities, they need to be a public face, and it's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. But basically, it's a good thing that people like the writer for My Hero are gonna be done before the before the
deadline.
Yeah, so the author for My Hero gets death threats all the time for not making relationships like the Bakugo and Midoriya ship. He gets threats for those because people are insane. It's an anime about children.
Yes.
And like
They are teenagers.
people get mad at them. Well, they're teenagers, because they're in the second secondary Japanese school, meaning that they're probably about 16-ish. So people complain because one of the relationships in the end is going to be Midoriya and Uraraka, right? We know this.
Yeah.
It's been basically
Yeah.
confirmed time and time again. People got mad saying it was queer baiting because Toga, that crazy chick, right,
Uh-huh.
likes both of them, right? And Toga's, I don't know, are you caught up with the manga?
I know Toga's deal.
That she's dead?
That's No, I didn't.
Okay, yeah. That's like in the most recent chapter. Um, she went a little too hard with Uraraka and then regretted it and went when Uraraka's like, I just want to know your story. I want to make you smile. And she's like, oh shit, I'm an ass. And you want to know something funny about Toga's quirk?
What?
When she drinks blood, she transforms, right? And she completely transforms. So it changes her blood type.
Okay.
Meaning that she can be a blood donor to literally everyone.
Right.
Just by drinking a little bit of their blood. Which is
That makes some
how the
sense.
chapter ends. And it's heavily implied that she will give basically all of her blood to Uraraka.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can see how they'd claim queer baiting off of that. But
The issue is, though, it's like the Clover and Crow thing from Ruby, where it was never implied that they were going to be a relationship, and if there was any feelings, it was one-sided at best. So it's not queer baiting, because he never said that they would be in a relationship. We have also only had, like, people complain about it. We've had 3 or 4 LGBT representatives in My Hero. Toga.
is that real?
Yeah, the 2 trans guys or girls. I don't remember if they're. I think they're male to female.
No. I
The
don't think I've watched My Hero since the 2nd season.
You would have seen both of the trans people.
Right, but I don't know who they are.
The magnet dude. I'm saying dude, neutrally here. The person with the magnet, the big magnet as a weapon, and the big buff pussycat are
I
both
don't remember
trans.
either.
They're both very important. Well, the magnet person isn't very important. They die very quickly. But the other person is. But people also forget that the Spiral Girl, the one that's the year above Class 1A, of the big 3 is Ace.
Right.
But that's pretty expected. People just ignore Ace.
I mean, Ace is sort of like a weird line along it.
I mean,
Because the rest of it, I don't know. I've always been kind of weird about it because it's like when I think of LGBT stuff, I always think like it's about sexuality to some extent, not about. It's really about fitting into like your own body or something, or like being comfortable with it, right?
Well,
Like, isn't that what it's?
If that was
It's
you
sort of
would
both.
exclude
It's sort of
lesbian,
both.
gay, bi, basically everything but queer and trans.
Like,
If
I don't
that
know.
was, if it was
I don't
just
get
fitting into your body, it's what it is. The reason the whole group started was because they felt oppressed, whether they were or not doesn't matter. They felt oppressed. They got together. I'm not saying that they weren't. I'm just saying that what was going on at the time doesn't matter, and I don't know exactly what was going on at the time, so I'm not going to say either way. But they felt like they needed to band together for strength, and then as time went on, it started out LGB, or it was like LGB or LGBTQ, and then they added the T, and then they added the I. I still don't know what the I means. They
I
added
don't
the
either.
S, and then they added the plus when it got too long for them to keep adding letters.
Yeah.
And then they took away the IA. I still don't know what the I meant, but the A was ace. So
I thought the IA just got thrown into the plus.
it did, but what it really was the group stopping caring about them because they weren't targeted anymore, I guess is the word I could use. Um, it's one of those weird things. It's like how they'll attack pan people to get by people or vice versa. I don't remember. I just remember there was this whole thing where one of the two was getting attacked by the other, and one of them was getting support and the other wasn't. And it's like there's no reason they should be fighting each other. It doesn't make any sense. But the other thing is, since they just completely ignore Ace, uh, there's a whole bunch of things that a lot of people don't realize about what it means to be Ace, for example. Like
Yeah, I did some reading about it the other day,
the
lightly.
fact that there's multiple different types of Ace.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of, I don't know, because it said spectrum, 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 spectrum.
So what matters
So there's
isn't
no binary to it.
what matters isn't really the spectrum, right? It's it is at the base, Ace is a binary. It's sex positive or not sex positive. That's base of Ace. And then it goes from there. So it stops being binary once you get through that part. And the best analogy I've seen is a cake, right? Most people don't go around craving a cake all the time. But they would accept a cake if they were offered a cake. Some people would never accept the cake no matter what. And some people crave cake, right? The people that crave cake are the ones that aren't Ace. The
The
cake,
sex havers of the
yes.
world.
The people that would accept a cake if offered to them, right? Those are sex positive Ace. Meaning that they would have sex if you offered it to them, but they don't go out and seek it. They don't have a specific attraction to anyone specific. And they would have it if it was offered. I mean, that's okay. That's the type that I am. And then there's the non-sex positive Ace, which would never accept a cake no matter what. And then you go
Shit.
from there and you get like the Ace people that are hetero romantic and things like that, because it's not all one level. Like I'm demi-romantic, but I'm Ace.
What?
So
What's that mean?
do you know what demisexual means?
I'm pretty sure it's they're people who are willing to have sex, but only if they're like closely attracted to people,
So
or like they have an emotional bond that's
they
pretty deeply
dem,
set.
demisexual means that they have an attraction to people that they have a close bond with, or they can
Okay.
form an attraction to people that they have a close bond with. Demi-romantic means that that attraction would be romantic and not sexual.
Okay. That
And
makes sense.
and then those could be in either straight or not straight attraction. Personally, I don't really care romantically. It doesn't really matter. But it is a thing, right? There's another type. I can't remember what it's called, but I remember
Well,
from Overly Sarcastic Productions, Red is
yeah.
ace, asexual, demi-romantic, and then something else. And it's the third type of attraction, which is basically like you look at someone's physical appearance and go, "Oh, that's neat."
Aesthetic?
Yeah, I call it aesthetically because I look at someone and it's like, "Oh, that's aesthetically. That person is aesthetically pleasing."
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I think I get that a lot more than I do sexual or romantic. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel it.
yeah. But that's all of that in an explanation. Now everybody would answer the question a little differently because not everybody's the same.
Hmm. Makes sense.
It's one of those more difficult questions in the world, but it's out there.
It's a difficult question because it doesn't have a right answer.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's really hard to answer, especially with terms changing and meanings changing all the time.
Yeah, it's so hard to get my head wrapped around all of it
So,
because there's so many different like ones.
I'll give you an example of something that confused me for a while and then I kind of figured it out. The trans in transgender used to mean transitioning. That's what it meant. You were transitioning gender. That's what it meant. Now, they use it as the prefix, which is other side of,
Hmm?
which is where the term cisgender comes from, because cis means same side of.
What?
Yeah, that's what the
Uh,
prefix means. It's same
like
side of.
trans means other side of, cis means same side of.
Yes. So
Huh.
same side of the gender as you were born on, or different
I
side
always
of the
thought
gender.
trans just meant transitioning
That's what it
the
used
whole
to mean.
time.
That's the old term. That's what I was saying is confusing, and I struggled to understand it for a while until I had someone explain it to me, because as terms change, it's hard for specifically people with autism to follow. Um,
Hmm? What
so
about people with autism?
it's harder for us to follow certain changes. So, like, if you were
Hmm?
to change terminology on me all of a sudden, I wouldn't be able to follow it as well as someone that didn't.
Oh shit! I didn't even know.
Oh, this guy uses money. Oh, by the way,
Like
you can also get sellables out in the wild. I forgot to bring that up, but you can get the things that,
syllables?
yeah, like the stardust. You get
Oh,
stardust from. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's a lot of people don't think about what makes things difficult with things like autism and things like that because they don't have it, so they can't just go, "Oh yeah, that's this or that's that."
I mean, I think even for a normal person, or like, what's the word for it? Neurotypical? Is
I
that
think
the
that's the
word?
new term. As
I
someone
don't
with
know.
autism, I have literally always used normal. Like,
I don't know. I don't know. Like,
there's an interesting
like,
theory that I really like that I think you'll find kind of funny. The
yeah,
theory is that the people with autism are actually more evolved humans. Like, they're farther
yeah.
down evolution because people with autism tend to be innovators.
Hmm.
And like people, they tend to be leaders, they tend to design, they tend to progress the world, right?
Hmm.
Which is what led some people to believe. It's not been proven at all, and I don't think it'll ever be proven unless someday everybody has autism. And at that point,
Hmm.
we won't be able to know. Like, we will be long gone.
I mean, when everyone has autism, no one will, you know?
Effectively, yeah, it'll be normal.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
but that's just an interesting theory to me that it's. Well, here's some two good examples of people that are viewed as innovators that are autistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Old example, I'm 99% sure that it was Albert Einstein was autistic.
I'll fact check that real quick.
I'm like 99% sure it was Albert Einstein. I could be wrong because I don't remember exactly who it was. But someone I do know 100% is autistic is Elon Musk. He's on the spectrum at least a little bit.
That guy? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Which is funny when you look at a bunch of his traits that people don't like, right? They're all autistic traits.
I mean, from just my quick little skim, it seems like maybe he had some signs of it or like side effects of it, but
Albert
he never
Einstein.
actually got. Yeah,
Yeah,
he never actually got like tested for
it
it.
was pre-actual
So
actual
maybe.
yeah, it was the before the actual diagnosis has really ever happened. But yeah,
So
so
it's up to speculation.
it's speculation based on things that he experienced. But like we know Elon Musk is autistic. At least at some
Do we?
level. Yeah. He's definitely on the spectrum. And a lot of the traits that people dislike about Elon Musk are things that are like big time symptoms of autism.
Right. I just think he's an annoying tech bro, but looking that up, yeah, it seems like he has signs of Asperger's or autism.
Yeah. You gave me grit pebbles? Excuse me? You don't understand because you've never played this game probably, right? Or never a whole lot.
Of course. I'm just the guy who sits here and agrees with everything you say about Pokemon. That's my role.
I used it on the wrong thing. Grit pebbles are the next thing up. So they give a whole lot of stat. Like if I were to go over here and I was gonna go check summary on, and then we go over here. Look at how much his attack is. He's almost got 200. He would have so much attack if I hadn't misclicked.
Just one more touch and you would have gotten that. The 200 plus.
Look at that, almost 200 at level 3. That's kind of scary.
Look, he's a big beefy boy.
He's a real strong man.
I mean, he's got 2 spoons.
Is he a
He
man?
could eat cereal twice as fast.
Yes,
Maybe.
he's a man. He's a man. Alakazam's a man. Okay, it's like
Alakazam but Chadjaw.
anything new here? I could evolve my Rhyhorn. This person sells rare candies. So if you need levels, you can get them from her. I wish I could exchange for. I wish I could exchange down, but you can't. You can only exchange up. Have you ever? I think you started this game, but never got really far. It was you were
I never
Sark.
started it.
Then it was Sark.
Probably.
Because his computer was having problems running it.
Lovely.
To be fair, he was playing it early. So
Yarg.
yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is as long as you don't get caught, it's no business on my part.
Nintendo doesn't really care as long as you don't brag about it.
I mean, just set the stream title to just chatting. or the category to just chatting, and you're pretty much fine. But I mean, retailers will sell you it early, provided you go to one of the smaller chains or
Yeah,
smaller
and
ones.
if they get caught, they get in a lot of trouble. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, but you just don't let them get caught, right? You don't show any specifics.
Yeah.
Like you don't tell, right?
So
You don't
it's
tell.
something that's always annoyed me, right? Is I think I've ranted about this before. The people that purchase Australian versions of consoles so that they get the game early so that they can stream it early to ruin it for everybody else.
Hmm.
And they're like, "Oh, I
I
just
mean,
wanted to play the game early." It's like, yeah, everybody wanted to play the game early, but you chose to live stream it so that people wouldn't have the experience of playing the
I mean,
game themselves.
but people have the choice to click on that video,
They
or
do, kind of,
I mean,
sometimes.
they don't have the choice if like it shows up in a Twitter clip, sure, but to
Or
actually engage with that live stream, that
or
is a
if the live
choice.
stream starts out something else and then
Hmm.
switches over, which a lot of PokeTubers won't mention that they're switching games. They'll just be like, "Oh, we're playing this game," and then all of a sudden they'll switch over to a new game.
No, that's actually kind of awesome though.
So there's a bug that's
Yeah.
fixed here but isn't fixed at the beginning of the game, where you can just completely go around Akari and ignore her completely.
Right. And that doesn't hold up the game at all.
No, you go around her.
Hmm. Okay.
Why does when I agile style, Glaceon gets slower, I don't get faster. Oh,
I mean,
that's silly. Now Glaceon gets faster, but is it gonna matter? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, use your quick attack.
it, I mean,
Oh my
what we were
god.
talking about earlier with like the early streamer stuff. I mean, the games are already like leaked. I think Tears of the Kingdom, which came out on the 12th of what was it, May?
Oh yeah, it got completely leaked by people
On
that
the 1st
pirated.
of May. On the 1st of May, yeah.
It
You
got
could already
completely
access it.
leaked by people that pirated the game. Yeah. But
Now,
I'm talking.
did I play the game early? No comment.
Yeah, but did you leak the game early? That's
I
what
didn't share
matters.
I didn't share files with anyone, so technically no.
No, but did you tell the entire world the entire story of the game early?
Nope.
That's what matters.
But it might have been funny if I did that.
like
but,
the kid that got
maybe next time.
the kid. So do you remember Reggie got in trouble for no reason? It was really funny. So a kid showed off on his Switch that he got Tears of the Kingdom early. He showed it off, and it was like 4 weeks early, right? And he was on Twitter, and Reggie made some comment, like some silly joke comment, and the kid got bashed real hard for pirating the game that much early. And the thing that people were mad about wasn't the fact that he pirated the game that early. It was the fact that he told everybody that he pirated the game that much
No,
early.
honestly, that's cope. That's cope.
That the kid got blasted
Yeah,
for
I think. Yeah, I think they're just coping.
the kid or the
Not
billions
the
of
people
people.
who are mad at him.
The millions of people that they weren't mad, they just
Like-
bashed him.
I think. No, I mean, what's the difference between that? Like, why would they bash him if they weren't mad?
Because they thought he was stupid.
Fair enough.
I didn't
I
mean
mean,
to hit
publishing
that
that you have the game early on Twitter isn't necessarily.
Oh, and then Nintendo went after the kid. But that was just a funny haha side effect of the kid getting bashed. Because
Okay,
the more he
that's stupid on his part.
yeah, the more he got bashed, the more publicity the fact that he had it got. And the more publicity that it got, the more Nintendo found out about it, and the more Nintendo found out about it, the more they wanted to shut him down.
I mean, something like that is just something you immediately start torrenting, right? Like you get the game, whether that be physical or not, and then you dump it from your Switch, and then you back it up for quote unquote preservation purposes.
So, have you seen the theory that the reason Torrent in Elden Ring is named Torrent is so that you can't find as easily the a torrent link for it?
Huh.
Well, because if you
I mean,
if you look up Elden Ring
maybe.
torrent, it'll bring up the horse.
Right.
Look at these
But I
cuties.
assume
look
anyone
at
who
these cuties.
is legitimately worth their salt just goes to a dedicated website anyway, so it's really only stopping the dumbest of individuals.
It stopped it early on because it wasn't on every dedicated site early.
I see. I suppose that would.
Look at
work,
him
but
go!
That guy's like a beach ball.
I love Spiels so much.
This could be us, but I'm not gonna finish the meme. It's fine.
This could be us, but you ain't playing.
But you ain't balling.
Spiel fucking balling. Look at him. Look at him like scooting.
Now that's a guy I could lay on as a pillow.
They're really big too. Look at how big he is.
Yeah, it's prime pillow.
The other one got out, but this one won't. Told you.
Your Honor, my client couldn't have committed atrocities or war crimes, or he was balling the whole time.
Ballin', but at what cost? Oh no! That's not good!
Well, you better figure it out against the level 50 Walrein.
Not only is it level 50, but it has
Ooh.
bulldoze.
Right, you, huh? Trying to level that guy a little bit?
No, I sent him out because it's a water type.
Well.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I could hypothetically catch this. If I play my cards right here, I could
If you
catch.
squeeze your butt cheeks tight enough, maybe, just maybe, you can catch him in a ball.
And then I'll be balling.
I wish I was a ball.
I wish I was a ball. I wish I was a little bit tall.
Memes, memes, memes. I love memes.
Memes, memes, memes. Clench your butts. This isn't gonna be good. Oh wait, it's an Umbreon. Umbreon is a baller.
I mean, with a dome like that,
Uh-oh.
you can eat off that.
Oh wait, Frostbite, not Freeze. I forgot. It's no Freeze in this game. Hehe.
Thought out real quick.
No, it doesn't. You don't freeze or thaw. You take damage every turn. It's like burn. Exit light. Enter night. Take my hand. Oh, it used bulldoze. I think it ran out of blizzards. Wait, if it's out of blizzards. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, if it's out of blizzards. Hiya. Yes. Yes! Throw the ball. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ew.
Balling, huh?
Ugh.
Guys, this might not go to plan.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just a little hecking scared here.
Oh, it knows Ice Beam!
Well, it was a good run.
There went that plan. I think it is pretty clear that we will not be catching it. So it's time to
Well,
die.
you keep on throwing.
No, I don't have enough balls. Uh-oh.
He's got no balls. Got neutered.
I missed the first ceaseless edge.
Well, that's the sign. You gotta try and catch.
Aye. He's a samurai.
Like a little butterfly.
Red, green, and blue are the colors in the sky. Aye.
And
Are you ready
Whenever
for
I go
it?
ahead.
Wait. This is the most important Pokemon you'll ever see. At least until later.
I clicked that guy. I've clicked that guy before.
Look at him!
Up, I'm on delay. Hell yeah.
Yeah!
Wait, what the? No, the bottom of their body looks messed up in that shot.
They're in a
They
thing.
look like a pill. Like, yeah, they're like in an.
They're in a shell.
Like,
Because it's a
they're
snail.
in my prescription pills. Some shit. Like they're like homie's in the anxiety medication. What's up with that? So like, will it get out eventually, or? Are we just waiting? I don't know. Fascinating.
I got mommed. And it kinda gets out of the shell. It's a snail, like I said.
Your mom just kind of jerks around. Because it sort of stands up, but it doesn't really know how. Or is it just in a constant state of standing up? I don't know.
What was jerking around?
The model, when you stood up.
Oh, I didn't stand up, I just turned.
Oh, I see. Just sort of jerked to the side.
He's like, what would you like to buy? And I'm like, you misunderstand. I do not wish to buy. I wish to sell.
Did you ever end up upgrading your PC? Did that ever end up happening?
I upgraded it, and then one of the parts didn't work. So...
So rip on that one?
Yeah, so I'll have to
Like,
I'll have to replace them. And then I'll be able to upgrade my PC.
And then we'll be streaming above 480p.
Yeah.
Then I can be like a little guy in the corner because you'll have enough CPU power for it.
So I legit stopped playing Infinite Fusions because it was chugging. So the issue was also that it took too long to load into the game. And I would sit there for like 5 minutes going, is it loading into the game or did it fail? And then it would either load into the game or I would reload the game. What is angry with me? Something is... Okay. Nothing important, obviously.
Yeah, that's like the same thing that pops up when I'm in like Final Fantasy 15 right now, because I'm playing that game.
Ah, yes.
You'll just get like a little notification that the guys are like angry at you or like looking to attack. So that game's weird. Because you either play in active or wait mode, but wait mode's not real.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII had a wait mode, but it didn't wait. So the point of wait mode is that while you're picking your move, other dudes don't pick, right?
Yeah.
Didn't do that in 7. I got attacked while picking spells.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think in wait mode the guys would wait, but lo and behold.
That's a combi. Let's see, is there any combis worth catching? Maybe. Is that one? No. None of these combis are worth catching.
No?
So
How do you distinguish?
you can tell their genders by their face.
Shit. Sexism was invented.
Only female combis evolve.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to evolve a combi into a Vespa Queen at least once. Whose house is this? Seems nobody's home. Yeah, that's the point. I wanted to enter. I just took a picture.
This is the ghost guy's house, right?
No.
Or
Maybe.
For the ghost mission or something. I don't know. No, I'm not the poke. I'm not the poke head. You are.
I don't know. I don't spend a whole
You're
lot
like
of
Mr.
time
John
here.
Pokemon himself. You know everything about Pokemon.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Anyway.
Okay. I can only imagine getting sold like car parts with that song.
Oh, I got another black Augurite. Thank you, game. That's exactly what I needed. For those that don't know, that is an evolution item for Scyther. Do I have a Scyther? No. It literally serves me no purpose. But I have one. Fun fact, there's a Pokemon near here that I wish to catch. And it's not that Drifloon. And it's not that Spheal, even though I love Spheal. It's not that Skorupi. It isn't Tangela. Where's the lake game? I know there's a lake around here. Which is funny that I'm looking up for a lake right next to the ocean. But there's a lake. And
Can you not find it on the or on the map?
No. Because
No?
it's in this area. Unless it's
It's a little itty bitty thing.
unless it's this lake, and I don't think it is, but I'll go check.
There's that one at the top. Or yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's the lake up here, but we'll go check it out. And the importance of the lake is that the lake, I thought that was a shiny, but it's just a shiny rock. The lake has new Pokemon in it, which is weird that a lake would have. Why there's a lake near an ocean that has specifically rare water types in it that's not just at the ocean. Which it'll be even weirder to you once you find out what's in the lake. Is that a Murkrow? Wapunk.
That buttoned me off his voice. Is that a Murkrow? I can't do voices. My voice is
Is that a
hard.
Murkrow? This is
Mess me off.
my Bullwinkle M Moose voice. It kind of evolved from my Kermit the Frog voice, because Kermit the Frog here is ready to throw hands.
When Kermit the Frog shows up on Omegle and
Omegle?
epically trolls the libs.
You are talking
pulls
about
out
the
the
times that
cucumber.
I show up on Omegle
Yes. Yes, I am.
and I commingle? Kermit
Well,
the Frog commingles all the time on Omegle.
I'm well aware. I've seen the clips.
I exist as a being outside of your plane of existence, 'cause I am Kermit the Frog.
Look, man, all I'm gonna say is Muppets 2, not as good as the first one.
We all knew that. That's why we made a third.
You made a third?
Probably.
Okay, now you're getting me interested. Hold on. They would never make a third Muppets.
There's so many Muppets movies that I don't even remember half of them.
Wait, there's more than 2?
Yes, the Muppets have is a very big franchise.
I never knew. List of
Kermit-
Muppets Productions on Wikipedia.
I do not have a
Okay.
Cherubi Hunter the Ascended.
Oh my god.
It is
Okay.
the very difficult to find. Oh, did you find out
So
how
there
many
are-
Muppets movies there are?
There are 8 films, and there is a TV series.
Oh, I knew about
as well
the
as
TV
dedicated
series.
television films and television specials,
Yeah,
plus other.
I used
They
to
have
watch.
direct-to-video releases.
I used to watch the TV
Oh.
series.
Yeah. There's the Muppet movie from 1979,
Yeah,
The Great Muppet Caper from 1981,
yeah,
The Muppets Take Manhattan from 1984,
yes.
my favorite book, The Muppet Christmas Carol
Oh yeah,
from
that one's
1992,
that one's kind of that one's kind of
Muppet Treasure Island from 1996,
not really a
Muppets
recommendation.
from
here.
Space from 1999.
Yeah, that one was really funny. That one was the one where we found out that Gonzo was an alien.
But are you actually a big Muppet head?
I don't know everything about the Muppets, but I know quite a bit.
Okay.
I
The
wouldn't be
Muppets
able to
from
do a Kermit the
2011.
Frog voice if I didn't watch at least a little bit of the Muppets.
And then there's Muppets Most Wanted from 2014.
That one was really weird.
Yeah, so it seems like they have stints where they go like every 3 years with the Muppet movies, and then they go like another 10 years until they upload something, or I guess they make something else. So we're due for another Muppets movie, is what I'm getting at. Chat message. How about that?
Get over here, Piplup.
Is that real?
That's a
have a
real.
Cherubi?
No, I do not have a Cherubi. I wish I had a Cherubi. A Cherubi.
Don't we all?
I just got a Piplup.
Okay.
Kermit the Frog
Uh,
caught us a Piplup because Kermit the Frog knew it was here.
Hmm.
Have you seen the Shoddy I
Apparently.
Don't Mind Kermit the Frog video?
Dude, shut up. Shut up for a moment. Okay, Kermit. I mean, look, the Kermit voice is great for your viewership and all, but like, shut up.
What? Can you not handle the Kermit?
No.
Kermit the Frog,
No.
destroyer of worlds. What?
God, stop. Make it stop. Great Gonzo above, I pray. Please.
Why are you
Let it
praying to
stop.
an alien?
Look, we're in the weird times, man. You gotta understand.
You're not a chicken nugget. Or are you?
1955. Goes back to 1955.
It goes back to the origin of the internet. Kermit,
Far before.
Kermit the
Kermit
Frog.
predates the ARP.
Whoa! Whoa! We run away. We flee. They are dangerous.
So for all of the Muppet heads out there, what's the date? May 9th,
Whoa.
1955.
Look at that beam.
Kermit starts, or starts existing. So
When Kermit started
Mark the
threatening
calendar.
the world.
And mark your calendars, because we've got another birthday to celebrate next year.
That's
Put
level
that in.
69 Empoleon. We were running away from that.
Yeah.
You missed the Octillery shoot a Hyper Beam at me, because that's the move it decides to use on just random trainers it sees in the area, is Hyper Beam.
Yeah. I remember that. In my calendar, I have titled Pokenut November with Tomo-Dako.
Why?
And yeah, no, we've talked about this before, and it's exactly what it sounds like. But look, we'll get to that when we get to that. That's a special surprise for later.
This is a surprise tool that we will get back to later.
Exactly. Look, we're gonna have a fun month that time. It's gonna be a great time.
I might be doing Scarlet and Violet monotype that month.
All right, nothing interesting as usual, Ben.
The Dragon monotype, because I think that's when the first DLC comes out. The other thing on the schedule is I am waiting until the Pokemon Academy Life visual novel gets more updates, and I might stream that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
For those who are wondering, it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a Pokemon dating game.
Do you know Rivals of Aether?
I've heard.
The fighting game?
I do not own, but I've heard.
Well, apparently they made like a dating sim spin-off.
I'm not
Called
surprised.
Lovers of Aether.
Kermit isn't surprised. Kermit saw this coming. Kermit will destroy the planet.
Which?
Kermit said, "Shoddy, I don't mind." I clicked the wrong button
like
again.
A melody in my head.
Shoddy, like a melody in my head. I don't know all the lines. I can't Kermit the lines to memory. I did not Kermit the lines, no.
It's a bad pun.
I want you to know that this voice makes me very sleepy because it cuts off half of my oxygen supply. You would think that if someone was getting sleepy because they weren't being able to fully breathe by making a voice, that they would stop doing it. But that makes it funnier.
The asphyxiation here is high.
I've slowly turned into those enemies from the game where you're fighting puppets with guns.
Oh, that game.
A time-space distortion seems to be forming. We're going to this time-space distortion, and I want you to know this.
That's what Kermit would say before going to something like Disney World.
There is a Muppet Land in Disneyland.
Is there?
Actually, no, it's in Disney World. I think it's in the Magic Kingdom. And what it is it's just the Muppets in Disney World.
Is this real?
Is what real?
Or is Muppet Land?
Or is it just fantasy? Caught in your landslide. No escape from reality.
Okay.
Open your eye. Okay, so, ironically enough, there is a cover of that song, which is Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, sung by the Muppets. If you doubt me, just go look it up. It is a thing.
Of course it is.
It is caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes.
The Donald Duck cover of Simple and Clean?
Have you ever heard the Dio Brando and Jotaro Kujo cover of Idol? From hit new anime, Oshinoko.
No.
It's really funny. Just like the J Schlatt and Markiplier cover of the FNAF 3 song, Die in a Fire.
Wow, the living tombstones never failed me yet.
You act like I am joking, but it's a real thing. You should
I'm not
honestly,
surprised.
you should honestly look it up. It's really funny.
I don't think I will. I don't think I will.
What about the J Schlatt cover of A Free Bird?
Heard it already.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I can make you unhear it with a blunt force Kermit to the head.
You've got to stop. Please, man, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm on my knees here, dude. I'm on my knees.
You beg the gods Kermit, and Kermit answers with more Kermit.
The only thing you're missing is when, he screams "yay." Like, that's it. Come on. You're at 98% synchronization rate.
I can't do the wave in his yay. I can't do the way.
Can you do the SpongeBob laugh?
The yay.
God. Ew. What the?
I can't go as high as SpongeBob can, but I can.
That's better, but still not there.
It hurts.
No one can do it like he can.
It hurts
No one
so
can do it
bad
like
to
he
do that.
can.
Do you want to know how I do that?
How?
I'm punching my Adam's apple.
Apparently what you're supposed to do is, like, rake it with your hand.
Yeah, you can.
Or, like,
Eh?
ugh. My voice cracked.
Ah!
There is no longer oxygen in my lungs. When do you think this time-space distortion is gonna start?
I don't know. But the only thing in my head right now is the episode of Fairly Odd Parents, where the tooth fairy's after Timmy's teeth.
The only thing in my head is the episode of Fairly Odd Parents when we find out that Cosmo granted Timmy's wish to stop the aging of the entire town,
That's right.
and then Timmy
Of everything.
yeah,
They repeat the same day or something like
they
those
they
lines.
repeat the same year over and over and over again, and the only person that remembers it is Timmy. And then Cosmo's like, I would remember making a wish. Like, I would remember making. I can't do a Cosmo voice, but he's like,
No one can.
I would remember making granting a wish like that. And he's like, no, you wouldn't, Cosmo, because I made you erase your own memory afterwards. And it's like, why? Why would Cosmo grant that wish? I get that he's like,
An idiot.
yeah, but there is a limit to how stupid one can be.
You would not believe.
You would not believe your eyes. You 10 million fireflies.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Waiting for Kermit to arrive.
Well, just for the song in general, but yeah.
You would not believe your eyes. You 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep.
2 whole hours. Glad to be back in the groove.
Are you ready for the next stream of 2 full hours of Kermit the Frog?
You're not going to be able to do the voice for the whole next time you stream. It's not going to happen. You would never.
If I talk really slowly, kind of like how Kermit does, I could do it. I could definitely pull this off if I talk slow enough to breathe in between saying words.
Yeah, but would you enjoy doing it?
I mean,
No.
maybe. Mayhaps. Oh,
Look, unless you're looking to change your model to something more green and frog-like, I don't think we're getting that.
I have a Kermit the Frog model in VR chat that is itty bitty, and it is Kermit the Frog. Ah!
Yeah. A VR chat stream could be fun.
I mean, it would be kind of difficult to set up. I would have to reset up the
I mean, depends if you're doing like
VR
or just
to.
PC.
I would have to reset up the VR to PC, because it would be very difficult to do. Because you know, Steam doesn't like sending information to my VR headset for some reason. Ah!
I mean, just I don't know.
I am going to die.
I mean, if need be, can't you just leave the distortion?
I do
Is that
not
not a
wish to
thing?
do that. Because it will end the distortion, and I will not be able to get back in. And I want distortion Pokemon and distortion items. Now, I'm gonna make this work, or I'm going to kill the world. Because I am Kermit, God of Destruction.
The go-to Damarung.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh,
This is fine.
brutal.
This is fine. We can deal with this. Oh no. You would not believe your eyes if
Hey, what the heck?
10
That
million
guy's literally me.
fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. Maybe. I might not, but you know. Kermit the Frog.
The fireflies are each an individual missile headed to your direct location.
You've got fireflies in your eyes when you fell asleep. Which explains why you've got teardrops everywhere and starshines in your hair. Ah! Oh no 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 no! Ah! No 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 no! No 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 no!
Ooh, Magneton, or is it Magnezone? I don't remember.
Both of them are here. That is a Kadabra. I can avoid that pretty easily. He might be a little fast, but I'll just keep running.
What a quirky gimmick.
You mean the time-space distortion?
Yeah, that.
I am kind of hoping to find an Oshawott. They show up in some time-space distortions.
Right. You just have a gaggle of mimes.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about that either. I really not the fondest of Mr. Mime. I don't like Mr. Rhyme even more though. There is an Eevee there. Get in the
Just
ball,
can't
Eevee.
handle the sick beat.
Oh no! Oh!
It would never end poorly.
Oh no, Alakazam! Oh no! Oh no no!
Oops, he might have aggroed it. Might be in trouble. Uh-oh, there's another few.
Kermit the Glock here. Wait, what? Are you laughing about Kermit the Glock?
There's a lot of things to laugh about.
Kermit the Glock that's screaming every time. Ah! Why is that Eevee running away? You fiend. Get over here and get in the Pokeball. Get in the Pokeball, Eevee. Eevee, we want you here.
Sometimes I can do a Sonic the Hedgehog voice.
Yeah?
Let's see if I can get into it.
You don't have to do it.
Let's see if I can
Like,
get
if you
into
don't
it.
want to.
No, it's just really hard for me to do. And the only way I ever... Chili dogs! Let's go fast! running around at the speed of sound. I can kinda do it right now. It kinda isn't. Because kinda is kinda weird. Now give me all your chili dogs before I vibrate my molecules through your chest.
Don't say vibrate the molecules. Come on, man.
Gyrate my molecules through your chest.
Ugh.
Running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, got to follow my let's go.
My Let's Play on YouTube.com.
Kermit the
still
Frog.
That's still a thing.
I keep my VODs, but I haven't finished exporting all of them to Twitch yet, or to YouTube yet, because my plan, I have this big brain plan, it is to edit them into shorter videos, and then upload them into the VODs, so that people can watch them easier.
Right. You're looking to make content. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm looking to make easy to watch content rather than 2 hours of Kermit the Frog running in a circle.
I mean, looking at them, 7 views, 6 views, 27 views or no, 37 views. Wow, this one's doing numbers.
Which one is doing numbers, by the way? I don't know.
BDSP, it is Pokemon League time.
That's kind of odd. But okay. If you say so.
I mean, yeah, let's sort by popular real quick.
I think my most popular video is something kind of odd. I don't remember.
Fire Red Bug Catcher Run Episode 1.
Oh yeah.
With 51 views.
That's true. Bug catcher runs used to be really popular. And so it popped up at the top of the list a lot. And so people would watch it. They didn't watch very far. I think it got like a 5-minute
retention, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got numbers off of it. So
Yeah.
I did something right, even if it was just the name.
51 views. This one's doing numbers.
Kermit the Frog did numbers here.
What you gotta understand is you did make a mistake in that. It's that you numbered your episodes.
Yeah.
People hate watching things sequentially nowadays. They just want to see bite-sized stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's why one of the videos I need to upload is me beating Sephiroth at the end of Final Fantasy VII, and it's just called Aesthetic as Hell, I think is what I called it. And it is just the fact that so you know how there's the final battle after the final battle?
Mm-hmm.
And the final battle after the final battle, right, is just Cloud stocking up enough limit to use Omni Slash. Like, that's the entire battle. And it just sits there charging his limit instead of charging an attack bar. I finished off Sephiroth legit in the fight with an Omni Slash.
Yeah.
Which was aesthetic as hell.
You just need to find I don't know, you just need some sort of Final Fantasy VII remix put over that.
I could do Kermit the Frog singing One Winged Angel.
Yeah?
That is an option.
You could, but I feel like the AI voice covers are coming for your job.
Yeah, except I'm not an AI, therefore I get the appreciation of not being a robot.
We live in Twilight.
That is a major perk. I am not a robot, so I am a real human boy.
Look, all I'm seeing is I don't see any skin.
Kermit the Frog does not have skin. He's green.
It's a frog. That'll be fair. It is more felt or fabric than anything else. Ooh, we've gone on for a while.
Yeah. In all actuality, I am... No. Oh, no. I just saw the thing you sent me. I am probably going to finish this part of the story and then go play farming game with a friend.
Oh, Stardew Valley with Hakatori.
Yeah,
How about
except not on stream. Just the two of us
Exactly.
vibing. As we usually do. Which is funny because I think she got home... She's home from college and she's like, I'm going on hiatus. And then...
And then stuff, huh?
And then every day she's like, hey, if you have free time, I'm like, unfortunately, it's midnight. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow.
I mean, it's 10 for you, so not too bad.
Yeah.
I don't even have to pull out Kermit the Frog this time. Kermit will always be a threat.
I mean, from what I saw on Omegle, bitches love Kermit.
Your chances of getting murdered by Kermit the Frog are low, but never zero.
Thinking of what you said about making videos,
Yeah?
makes me worried that I talk too much.
I mean, I talk a lot in streams because I'm trying to occupy the time,
You're the streamer guy.
but you can cut out unimportant dialogue. So the plan is simple. I'm gonna upload the full VODs, and I'm gonna upload edited versions of all the VODs into series formats so that people can watch it easily. Also, this is a
Make
really...
a second channel.
No,
The series fits.
the VOD is going on my main channel, so I'm going to just keep putting things on the main channel for now until I'm popular enough to move the VODs into another channel. Do not question why I'm doing the high-pitched voice now.
Well, I mean, it kills a channel if you don't have consistent retention.
Yeah, I know.
And so having a video and then a 2-hour VOD,
Yeah, so
it's kind of iffy.
so the reason that I haven't uploaded anything yet, VOD-wise, is because I'm planning on uploading all of the VODs after I download every single VOD that's on there, so I can edit it into probably like 10 to 15 minute videos.
Right, you're gonna put it on all the VODs on Tomo-Dako?
No. I might make a VOD channel at some point down the line, but I'm nowhere near popular enough to have to worry about managing two.
Okay.
I
don't
am
have-
the god of destruction, Kermit the Frog. Can you handle the Kermit the Frog?
No, treat it like you're a WWE wrestler. Like you're in Hell in a Cell, bro. Like you're about to go against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He's got
The Rock.
13 and a half chance of beating me, but if you look at my odds, I got 75 and a quarter chance of beating him, because this guy knows that he can't beat me, so he's not even gonna try.
Weighing at 1/100th of the weight, made completely of fabric and felt.
Kermit the Frog here. Destroy the world, Kermit style.
Tonight in Hell in a Cell. I wish I could do. I need to learn how to do a voice for that, like an announcer voice.
Tonight,
I've
in
got
Hell
mine.
in a Cell, we have
Tonight in Hell in a Cell.
Cell,
See
the
two
ultimate
fierce
being,
competitors.
versus
Kermit the Frog.
no.
That's lovely. I've got to learn how to do improv.
I don't
Like,
know.
if I learn improv, I'm gonna be hilarious.
Sometimes I just pull out the top tier quality humor. Sometimes I'm Kermit the Frog for 30 minutes on end. Is there a difference? Who knows?
I like the little head turn they do, like the character. They're just like, huh? Well, what?
Where is
What
that?
the fuck?
Where's that Kermit the Frog voice coming from? Why does it permeate my skull? Because Kermit the Frog
Schizophrenia.
is the god of destruction.
Just say I'm your inner monologue.
I am your inner monologue. Kermit the Frog. This is your conscience speaking. Do not do not murder all of those children, Kermit. Kermit, no. Kermit, no.
Oh, that's lovely.
Kermit, no. You can't do this. This isn't good for your image. Kermit, why? Kermit the Frog ends the world. Kermit has no need for images. Kermit is the god of destruction. Destroyer of realms. Ender of universes. Menace to society.
Can you do the Astive movie bit where it's like, I baked you a pie? Oh boy, what flavor? Pie flavor? Can you do that?
In Kermit?
Yeah, can you do that real quick?
I baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor? Pie flavor.
Yeah.
Do not question why I am so good at Kermit the Frog. If you do, you probably wish you wouldn't. Does that sentence make any sense? No. But
You know
Kermit?
how Payday 2 has a bunch of like masks and such?
yes.
Like DLC stuff?
Yeah.
So you already know where I'm going with this, right?
Kermit the Frog mask?
Eh, something like that.
What about the
Come on,
couch baby?
what's the guy gonna say? What's the guy gonna say?
The couch baby? It is raid
Oh,
time.
it's gone on too long.
We are going to raid someone that is playing Diablo. What are you laughing at?
The state that my life's gotten into.
Kermit the Frog will end you.
Oh, please do. The sooner the better.
Kermit, destroyer of worlds.
Oh, God. Alright.
Okay, there
And
we
it's
go.
Jover.
It's Jover. No more Kermit the Frog.
No more. Thank